Meeting of the year. We ask that you be with the present board, guide us in this meeting. We ask that you be with the new officers and the new board in the coming year. We ask all this in thy holy name. Amen. Roll call.
Supervisor Robert Osborne.
Here.
Councilman William Phelps.
Here.
Councilman Frank Owen.
Here.
Councilman Michael Whiteman.
Here.
Councilman Cynthia Smith. Here.
Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes of the last meeting?
I make a motion the minutes be accepted as they are.
I'll second it.
Roll call.
Osborne.
Aye.
Smith. Aye. Owens.
Aye.
Whiteman.
Abstain.
Phelps.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nay, 1 abstain.
All right. We just had a local hearing on Fremont dog control law. And do I hear a motion to adopt the local law number 2 for 2017, the Town of Fremont dog control and license law that includes the changes?
Yeah, I'll make the motion that we accept that resolution 2/2017 to the Town of Fremont Dog Control and License Law.
I'll second it.
Roll call.
Smith. Aye. Owens.
Aye.
Whiteman.
Aye.
Osborne.
Aye.
Phelps.
Aye.
5 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstain.
There's a resolution made to approve the highway superintendent to purchase from Maple City Dodge a 2018 Dodge 2500 pickup truck for $1,995 and trade in the 2017 Dodge pickup. Do I hear a motion to approve that resolution?
Is that the only, excuse me, sorry.
Oh,
Is
go
that
ahead.
the only fees with that?
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
there's nothing else?
Nothing else?
Absolutely nothing else?
No. I'll make the motion that we accept that,
I'll second.
because that's less than the depreciation.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be, actually, he ain't gonna have to buy tires, and the bed liner and the running boards are gonna come on the new one. So we're almost on the $1,995 figure. You're almost breaking even on that alone.
Yeah. Motion's been made and seconded. Roll call.
Owens.
Aye.
Whiteman.
Aye.
Phelps.
Aye.
Osborne.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
5 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstain. So we can sign that and we'll put it in.
I'm asking for a motion for a resolution to approve Attorney Vogel to apply for the intervenor funds.
I think that's already done. Then I'll make a resolution that we approve Vogel to apply for the intervenor funds. Lee and I went down there here a week ago, I think it was a little better than a week ago. And we have got the intervenor funds coming. There's 112,000 going to the monitor. And I think Lee is getting 18,000 for his part in monitoring these highways. And the lawyer, he is, I think it was 12,000 something he put in for his, and he will bill us by the hour. And anything that doesn't get used there, that'll come back to the town. So that is already gone in, I believe.
Yep.
And we made a resolution before for the other time, and we didn't get anything out of it, so do we have to do it again?
Yes.
That's the question.
I don't recall
As long as you've okayed it.
a
And
resolution.
This resolution for this intervenor funds. I'd like to have it. So we have it on the books in a way that we approve. both of
Well, then let's
them.
just, I'll make the motion that we, accept, for John Vogel to apply for the intervenor funds.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Roll call?
Osborne,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Owens,
Aye.
Whitman,
Alright,
Phelps.
Aye.
5 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstained.
Do we know when he can do that? Is there a time?
I'm hoping that he's already on it.
I think he's, I kinda think he's already on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there a time?
the judge hasn't, I looked actually yesterday, the judge still hasn't posted, the notice of the deadline. I can't believe it would be any earlier than mid-January.
Or is it the
But it has been
29th?
posted, but
29th
he
is
will
supposed to be
post,
in or something
there
like
will be a
that?
notice posted online as well, as the judge should email it out.
Has it been released yet?
Are they open to receive?
The check's been received and it's been deposited.
But has the state released it for?
No, so that's what that notice does.
Gotcha.
And I'm happy, I actually got the judge's number, and I'm happy to give it to the town if you guys would like to call the judge directly. His name's Judge Costello. But with the holidays and everything, I'm sure he might have had time off, and it just didn't come off.
All right. We have a roll call on
Yes.
that? Yes, okay. Resolution to approve Supervisor Osborne and Highway Superintendent to sign the road use and repair agreement.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Smith,
I have a question first. Is this the one, the repair agreement for the windmill,
Yes.
such and such? And we have that and it's all up to date
as far as I know,
and we've all.
Superintendent
Has there been any
Highways is out
changes to
there
it?
asking. He's back there.
Late?
Cindy has a question.
Is the road agreement, has there been any more changes to that? I know you can't hear, you gotta come up.
Okay, here.
I know.
I never can hear you. Talk's too soft or something. Okay, you need voices like these two. What's that now?
I said, is road agreement, have there been any more changes to it?
Yes, Seth.
So we've got changes to it. when we
Class 2
sign it?
roads,
Yeah,
Class 2 roads, they're 185,000. We're gonna bump those up to 240.
Yeah, and I'd spoken with that with Lee, and that's fine with me.
240,000 for.
He said that there were a couple roads that he wanted to bump up a little bit just based on our review of
For
them.
Class 2,
Yep, no,
Which road-
right?
Which road you talking about?
What's that?
Which road you talking about? You have 'em?
They're gonna be oil and stone, basically.
Lee,
So is
you
that,
saw mine, didn't you? You said this is it.
What's that?
You saw the one I had and said this is it, the updated one.
The one I emailed you,
No, that was the whole, this is the other.
but the road use was in there also.
Okay, all right. Okay, just want to make sure you got the right
So them
one.
changes are in the current one that you emailed?
What's that, Mike?
The changes are in the current one that you emailed?
No, the changes are not in there yet.
So if they're not in it, then how can you
Not
sign
the,
it?
not the, everything is in the changes previous in the previous
Right.
meetings, except the, 240,000 bond.
So it's really not a done deal yet?
Lee, I have a version that I edited that into.
You know what I'm saying? If
Right.
if it's not on paper.
No, it's not yet, it's not in here.
We-
I put it in this
Here
one.
and-
You got it on paper?
Have it and all have it and read it, just so we know that
Well-
what's changed and what's not.
The way I feel about it, this is,
Those are the
Oh, I
two
understand
roads
that.
What
we
I'm saying
discussed
is
if
we
they
should
were
review
used.
it to make
They'll
sure
be
nothing
bonded
else
as if
got
they're 1
changed.
mile, so the full 240,000 in class 2.
Well, the class still says 185. Don't say
They'd be
240.
bonded if they're 1 mile, so that is
Be
the
two-
full 240.
240.
That's a good figure.
I have your email agreement
Bonding
to do that also.
That figure is a good figure. That's enough to build.
Yeah, I have
Blacktop
email
it.
agreement to do that also.
You got it too?
just our request to do that, and his response was okay, I have that email.
So we don't have it in writing, the whole thing.
The whole road use agreement was supposed to bring the host agreement with it. wasn't it?
That's right, that's supposed to be
Well,
in
it's
there
it's
too.
two separate
Oh,
votes.
so
We're gonna sign them separately.
It's two separate things, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Cindy, I do have one where I wrote that in. What Lee
We
wants.
haven't seen it. We haven't gone over it.
The
Just
road
because
use
we had it
agreement.
doesn't mean we've had it and read it.
If you want to look at it, Cindy. Here, Lee.
I'm not gonna sign something or even say for him to sign something, I'm just gonna hand it to me and let me read it for 5 minutes.
If you want to have that copy.
You take, you do 240, okay, say next to us, 8/10 of an hour, times that by 240, you still come up with a 285, so it's 5 degrees, that's all. If you go 3/10 of an hour, you 285, it's gonna be less. So there's a number something like 240, and still 185 round.
The place you gotta use that, just from your phone.
Well, Lee, I get this, and that's all good and fine, but this hasn't come to us for us to review with changes in it.
It's gotta go to the attorney.
And to go to the attorney, and it seemed very irresponsible for Seth to walk in and say, here, it's all done, sign it, and we haven't even really looked at it.
It's gotta go to the
Other
attorney.
things could be changed in here. I'm
No
not
other
saying
changes.
they're not, I'm not saying they are. I'm
No other
saying they
changes
could
than
be.
that.
But it's irresponsible for us to say, yes, okay, sign something, when we just got it tonight, with
Right.
the changes in it. That's what I think.
I
And you
agree.
wouldn't do that at your house?
No,
A contract to buy a house, you wouldn't just sign
Exactly.
something you haven't looked at.
I understand that.
that's all I'm saying, because
But
I think we need to look at it. I know you have, but I think we all should too before we,
But have you guys looked it over, any of it?
with the other ones, but not
I've
the ones
looked
that
at
are
the current
changes.
Because that's the only changes we have actually right now is that bond.
I get it, that's what you say, but like I said, I think it would be very irresponsible of us to sign, or have you sign something without going over it, and going to the attorney, and having him look at it. Every time it changes, it should be looked at.
Yep. Been like 6 or 7 now.
Mhm.
Now, do you wanna,
That wasn't gonna get signed tonight until the attorney sees it again,
They're just doing a resolution.
even with
Sign it right
even
now.
with the new bond in there. Huh?
They were just doing a resolution to sign it right now.
But
You don't have to sign it. Like if you do the
Do a resolution
resolution,
to
you could
sign
do
it.
the resolution, but you guys
I
don't have to sign
it.
it. Just turn around and sign it right now.
I don't have
if
to
you
sign it
want
right now.
But you can't do it if they don't
No.
agree,
they don't approve?
they don't approve, they don't know what it is.
This is a 20-year thing, we just can't,
That's right. This
Right.
is,
We just
and
can't
this
jump
is
right in.
affecting a
Can't
lot
do
of
this
people,
either,
it's not just a
Right.
few, we gotta watch out for everybody.
right.
And then the host community agreement,
Well, it's two separate issues, we could vote on that,
Are there changes to that?
And
that we haven't
yeah,
seen
and
also?
there's changes
because
to
they're
that,
they're
correct?
two separate, here, they're two separate things. Other towns, it's all been in the host community agreement.
yeah.
But here, the road use and the host community agreement are two separate,
But the host community agreement's been changed too, has it not?
no.
It has.
Not since the last time you guys just
Not
wanted the
since the
local
last-
law stuff included in it. You guys wanted the local law specifically
I thought there
referenced.
was mention about the water wells, and that you were gonna change something on that.
If you wanted, so I guess I haven't heard what specifically, I don't think we ended up agreeing what specifically would be in it.
There again,
That's what
we
we
don't have an
discussed.
agreement yet then. True?
And we as individuals, as a town board, have not sat down with that lawyer yet. And I
That's
said
right.
that right from the beginning.
Mhm.
We can't say anything until we all agree on this thing
I think
with the
so,
lawyer
too.
present, and he goes through everything with us and spells it all out for us.
Yeah.
We ask him questions, we bounce questions off each other. This is a 20-year thing, we just can't,
I think so too, I think it has to be tight, it has to
I'm
be
not-
exactly,
I'm
and
not
you gotta
saying-
be comfortable with it.
I'm not
I think you
saying,
are.
I'm not saying we're gonna wait till April, I'm not saying
No.
we're gonna wait till
No.
March.
No,
I wanna get this thing done, but I wanna do it right.
that's right, and there's other things that, you know, that we haven't looked at.
I've had it right along in my bunch of papers.
Well,
I don't know why the
apparently
rest
you
of you,
did. I haven't
why
had
the
it.
rest of you haven't had it. That's
Didn't you just
amazing.
say you got a new one?
No, that's the host agreement.
Yes, the new one.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
new
I don't
one.
have the new one, I never was given the new one.
Norma made it up to me today.
I got it from Lee yesterday by email, so I don't know why we all didn't get it. Where did you get it from?
So,
Yeah, I mean, it was just the one from last time that
Yeah.
we made the local law changes.
That's right.
and I called Seth up and asked him what was the file name, and I made sure I was looking at the same one he was
So
talking about.
I haven't made any change to it
And
from
what-
that last
and the
time.
groundwater water was
We
one
were
where
talking about it.
they have
Talking
agreed to
about
go to 1,000 feet out from all the windmills. That was the only change on the groundwater. And that's in this one right here.
The last one.
This is the last one.
But here again, you've got one, everybody's got a different one, nobody even
Right,
knows.
we're not all on the same
We're
page.
not on the same page. And here again, it's for the whole town, not just a few, it's not just for us, we have to be certain. Cause you're right,
We
it's
gotta
a
be-
long time.
Yeah, we gotta be unanimous in this thing.
But how long are you gonna wait and keep pushing this back and pushing this back till some other towns get it and then you lose?
We're not gonna lose, we're not gonna go that far, we just want to be
How
able
do you,
to
how
look
do
at
you
this.
know? Would you bet your life on it?
Yes, I would, cause they're not going anywhere.
Well, you never know. You might lose that one.
I don't
You
think
could.
so. They've got too much invested in it, they're not going anywhere. Are you, Seth? Going anywhere?
That's-
Hey.
If we wait a month?
If we wait a couple months, I don't think we're planning to go anywhere in a
Yeah,
couple
alright,
months.
that's right.
But I do want to be clear that we haven't changed anything in the host community agreement since the last one. The only thing that I would change is the date of signing to be December instead of November. But besides that, I haven't changed anything. And the road use agreement, and I know you look at it, but the road use agreement, the only thing that changed from the day when Lee said I could sign this today is the class 2 road stuff that he asked me about, and I was happy to make that change.
But there was still questions about the water wells. There was, last time, we were still talking about that, and I think you were going back to ask them.
Yeah, so I saw there was a question on that, and so I did look back, and so I think the whole question is around, the turbines, right, and the foundations. And then, Tom, you've brought it up many times about, relating it back to the mailing, and Emily's made that point as well. So, perhaps we could put in language there, and the mailing, I look back, so that mailing was done out 2,000 feet. And so we could then say, for anybody who is 2,000 feet, that would capture who was in the mailing. And there would be some people who got the mailing who aren't within 2,000 feet of a turbine. They might be with 2,000 feet of an access road. But I think we're on the same page that that's not a concern, an above ground, just gravel access road.
Right.
But it would be 2,000 feet from a turbine. I'd be okay to make that change. We'd match it with the mailing, and maybe that would be a reasonable compromise on the matter.
I know the only thing on that mailing, Seth, is I know my neighbor is closer to where they're coming, and he never got a mailing on it. Why, I don't know.
So it could be, some people, again, depending on their addresses, tax addresses.
Right.
So I do know we don't ever hit 100% on that.
Yeah.
I could see where it happens. I don't know a specific instance, but it's difficult to hit 100% exactly.
Yeah.
Depending what the address is.
I mean, so you could put some kind of language in there that would cover people that are closer that didn't get a
It would
mailing?
just be 2,000 feet blanket from
Right.
from a turbine. So if something was found out later, then that'd be fine.
Hi, Seth.
How are you?
Just a quickie, you're saying 2,000 feet, but is there any, when you're living underneath the hill of it, even if it's further, like beating a dead horse again, it's shale. So you could be farther than that and crack the shale and still affect my well, because I'm right beneath it.
I mean, I think, you know my stance on that, that I think, and from everything I understand, 1,000 feet is more enough, and 2,000 feet